guys, what's up? KraveDesigns here, bringing you my first proper tutorial on Cinema 4D, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use the plugin Thrausi, which, if you don't have it, the link's in the description, and I'll also tell you how to download it and where to save it and everything. So this is kind of what it looks like. This is for one of my friends, and this is what we're going to be making today. As you can see, it smashes up, and that is Thrausi. So now let's get to the real thing. If you start a new one, comes up sort of like this, and then go to this little arrows kind of thing and create a floor and create a sky. Now that kind of sets the background and the scenery, like kind of like details. Now what I do is I go mode graph, mode text, make the text crave and depth 100. Oh wait, make the depth 75. And so what that does is it kind of makes it bold. Now if I zoom out, so there's my text. And now click back on the text and change the font. Now there's 3 fonts I found interesting. The first one is called Blade Runner, and that's what it will look like. The second one is called Comic Book Sans, or Comic Sans. Make that bold. That's what it'll look like. And then lastly starts with an M. This one, Micro Dot. Make it bold. And that's how it turns out. So I'm going to be using this one for this particular intro. And okay, so what you want to do is you want to give it some color, and you want to set the color for the scenery. So double click down here in materials, and then double click on this. Make sure you click color, and right now I'm going to be making the floor and the sky, which I want to be white. So drag that up to full white. Reflection, make sure this box is ticked, and you'll see it's kind of silver. Then just lower it down and it makes it a bit more reflective. And I have it around 55%. And then, oh wait, no. And then go luminance, make sure that box is ticked, and that kind of makes it flat in a way, like a flat type of color. And so drag it over onto the floor, and then you can't drag it into the sky, so just bring it over to here and drag it in there. And then if I click render, that's what it looks like so far. Not too good, but it's just a start. Double click again, and now I'm going to be having 2 colors because it looks better. So go color 1, and I'm going to make it a flat black, and then go reflection, flat black, make it around 57%, and then get out of that, make another one, so double click again, normal the color, I'm going to make it a nice green, and then the reflection also a nice green. So you kind of want them a bit like the same colors, and then the intensity of the reflection, make sure it's ticked as well, or else it won't have the right effect. Okay, so now you've got the 3 colors. You've got the floor and the sky already done, so drag the green, or your main color, whatever you want, onto the text, and then drag the black onto the text, and you'll see it's just plain black, and that's obviously not what you want. So make sure that you've clicked on the black, and if it's not in or not done, click on tag, and then it'll say selection. Go to that and click capital C, or else it won't work, and then the number 1, and then you'll see it drags it out to the back. If you want it the opposite, just do it the opposite. Okay, so now if I rotate round, I don't know what's wrong with that, but I'll just leave that for now. Don't know how to fix it. Okay, so now that you've got this, you want to create another text. Or for now we'll just, okay, so go back to your text, so it's like that. Go plugins, Thrausi, and I'll show you how to get this, Thrausi. And I'm going to split it up into, say, 40 pieces. Break now. And then what that does, you see it's like automatic, and it breaks it up and then reattaches the color. and it looks pretty cool to me. I mean, I find it pretty fascinating. But anyway, while that's happening, you just gotta wait it out, kind of. But what we're gonna have is a text coming from the roof and smashing down onto it. My second text is going to be designs for Crave Designs, and yeah. So now that that's finished, you can see it's kind of like this. And then, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to floor, and we're going to go dynamics body, and what that does is it gives it, it just gives it that thing that stops it falling through. So if I click play, that's what's going to happen. It's just going to break up like that, but that's not what we want. So I'm going to go to all of the tabs. So just click on one, hold shift, click on the other, and I'm going to go to dynamics body, and I'm going to go to trigger, and then on collision. Now what that's going to do is it's just going to leave it how it is until something hits it. So for now, let's just go to graph, text, and then here's another one. And then I'm going to do designs 75, and no, it was microdot. So try and keep the same font. That's how you'll make it look better. And as you can see, this one's bigger, so it's just going to hang over the edge a bit. And if I bring this up, just drag it up, and then click, so you're still on this dynamic tags, dynamics body, and that's just going to make it fall. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another color for the actual design. So I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to make it a nice orangey color. You can do whatever you like, but I'm just choosing orange because I haven't tried it yet. Okay, so go orange. Lower the reflection, and then that makes it nice as before. Okay, now cover that in orange, cover it in black, stay on the black, capital C1, and then that gives it that nice orange touch. So for now, if I click play, hopefully it'll smash down onto it, and sometimes fall over. But if you don't like it to fall over, you can make a cube or a sphere, and you can put it behind it and color it white so it kind of looks like the floor, and that will stop it from falling over. But I'm just going to leave it for now how it is. Okay, now that all this is finished, I'm practically done. If I just render it, this is how it looks. See, it looks nice. You got the few reflections and everything of it. And anyway, so now I'm going to record. So I'm going to click on, I'm going to go to that and go camera. So now you see the cameras in here. Like you see these little dark areas on the sides, and that's where the camera is not going to see. So you have to kind of keep it in the right zone. Oh, damn it. Just see if I can delete this camera. Now I just need to see how big the designs is, because you need to fit it all in the actual thing, the actual video. Okay, so I'm going to have mine like this, and I'm going to go to the camera again, reset it, and then go cameras, scene, cameras, camera. Now click this little circular button and hit this little key sign, the little key symbol. Once you've hit that, drag it to how far you want it. I'm just going to say 75, and then drag it upwards, and I'm going to have it more zoomed in, looking down. So now if I go over to the start, click play, it'll kind of move itself up so that you can see the designs. And that's just going to replay a bit, and I'm just showing you how it's going to work out. And now I'm not quite sure how to make the final the final thing, the final end of it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this and go make a preview, and then image size is 1280 by 720. Make it full render all frames. Don't really need to change anything. I prefer to use AVI. And before you do this, you're gonna have to go render settings and go to save and name it what you want to call it. So I'm just gonna say tutorial, and then put it to where you want it to save. So I'm just going to save it with all my others and make this a AVI movie and leave everything the same if you want. And so once that's done, go make a preview, 1280 by 720, and then AVI 720. And if you can see down here, it says calculating preview, and it's just going to see how long it's going to take. And then yeah, but also for now, if I go to where I downloaded my cinema, so downloads cinema 4D Maxon. So once you get the file, which I'm going to put the link in the description, extract it with WinRAR and go to plugins, and then the folder that you extracted goes plugins cinema 4D, and it comes up with this little screen, and just put it there. Like, I just pasted it in here, and then once you've done that, you should be able to close down cinema 4D, and then when you reopen it, go to plugins, and it will be Thrausi, and it'll be there, and there's all these different ones. I mainly just use this one because it's the one I'm used to. I don't really use much of the others. And then you can also get things like, if I go to Python, I got another plugin called Magic Mesh, which is like, say if you want to show everyone how you did something, it'll record building it up, and you can move things around and it'll record the whole thing, and it looks really cool. So this is just going to take a while, so I'm going to stop the video and start it again later. So see ya.